Donald Trump on yesterday lost the battle, but the war still continues. Let's talk about it. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the channel, Tabitha Speaks Politics. I am your host, Tabitha. And if you've come across this video and are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. We are trying to get to 500,000 subscribers. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, I welcome you. If you aren't following me out there on social media, please make sure that you're following me out there. You can find me on Blue Sky, on Skylight. You can find me on Threads, on Instagram, on TikTok, and you can find me, of course, right here on the home base or at the home base is YouTube. Yes, Donald Trump has lost the battle, but the war still continues. What battle did Donald Trump lose? His Liberation Day tariffs battle. And what ended up happening was a lawsuit was filed against Donald Trump in these crazy ass tariffs that he imposed on Liberation Day. For many, the base rate was 10% across the board. But for others, like China, he imposed a 145% tariff rate, and he imposed greater tariff rates on Mexico and China. All right. Somebody filed a lawsuit. Who filed the lawsuit? I do not know. But on yesterday, this court that I did not know existed, the U.S. Court of International Trade, they handed down a landmark decision, which pretty much blows up Donald Trump's current tariff policies. Did y'all know about the United States Court of International Trade? No clue. When I tell you that I am continuously learning the ins and outs of our government, I'm still learning. But anyway, the U.S. Court of International Trade delivered a significant blow to former President Donald Trump's trade policies. The court ruled that Trump's sweeping Liberation Day tariffs exceeded presidential authority under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEEPA. I knew nothing about the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Did y'all know about it? Anywho, the tariffs that Donald Trump introduced on Liberation Day, like I said, imposed a 10% baseline rate across the board for all outside countries, except for China, Mexico, and Canada. The Trump administration justified these measures by citing national emergencies related to trade deficits and foreign manufacturing independency. And according to the IEEPA, Donald Trump has exceeded his authority. He cannot do what he attempted to do with those trade tariffs that he imposed on Liberation Day. The court found that the IEEPA does not grant the president unbounded authority to impose such tariffs. The judge emphasized that addressing trade deficits does not constitute an unusual and extraordinary threat as required by the law. This decision came in response to lawsuits filed by small businesses and a coalition of states, including Oregon, arguing that the tariffs caused economic harm and overstepped his executive powers. We also know that by Donald Trump imposing these crazy tariffs that were not set in stone, one day it'll be this, the next day it'll be that, the next day he's threatening this, the next day he's threatening that. And as a result of the U.S. Court of International Trade handing down this decision, the global stock market has seen a boost, which reflects optimism by investors across the world. Now, as a result of this decision, Donald Trump will be appealing, which is why I say the war continues on. The battle has been won. The whatever Donald Trump was trying to do, it has immediately been stopped, but the war continues on. Donald Trump will file his appeal. And then I don't know, I guess it's going up to the Supreme Court. And once the Supreme Court hands down the decision, we'll see what happens. When the Supreme Court hands down the decision, I'll come in and let you guys know. Y'all let me know your thoughts. I'm sick of Donald Trump. I told y'all in the live that I did on yesterday that I will not be coming in to talk about everything that Donald Trump is doing, because all of this that he is throwing at us, it is to keep us all so off guard that we will just sort of back away and throw our hands up at all that he is doing. But I am so glad that there are people out there that one group is handling this and another group is taking care of that. Another group is tackling this and another group is tackling that. And it's the same with a lot of us content creators. There is no way that we can come in and report on and talk about every single thing that he is doing. But collectively, we are all covering what is happening with the Donald Trump administration. One content creator is talking about this. Another content creator is talking about that. I'm talking about this and a whole bunch of other stuff. But collectively, we all will have to rise up to battle the Donald Trump administration, because, yeah, not one single person can do it alone. And clearly, mainstream news media is doing nothing to battle Donald Trump and his administration. Y'all get down in the comment section and let me know your thoughts, and I'll see y'all in the next one.